Hello everyone, this is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research here at FXPRIMUS, bringing you the schedule of events for the week beginning Monday, May 9th. Well, the focus this week will be on hard data about the real economy. The week starts with German factory orders today, followed by industrial production figures from Germany, the UK, the European Union, and China during the week. Now, in most cases, output is expected to be slightly higher, in line with a modest rise in the global manufacturing PMIs for March. However, the overall trend is suggesting more stagnation than growth, particularly in the developed world. There's also trade data out, starting with China overnight, then Germany and the UK, as well as the balance of payments data for Japan. Now, the Baltic Dry Freight Index hit a record low in February, so I don't have that much hope for the pace of global trade in March. There's only one major central bank meeting this week, and that's the Bank of England on Thursday. The Bank of England meetings have become pretty much of a non-event recently, and this week's installment should be even more so. Now, after last month's meeting, the Monetary Policy Committee said the Brexit referendum would make it harder to interpret the data over the next few months, and that it would, quote, react more cautiously, unquote, to the news. I expect the comments in the minutes to reflect this caution. The focus instead is likely to be on the updated forecasts in the quarterly inflation report, but these forecasts are likely to be uncertain too. A press conference follows its release. The Bank of Japan releases the minutes of its recent meeting when it surprised the markets by doing nothing. We will find out more details about just why they decided to stand pat. China sees several indicators out, including CPI and PPI, money supply, and next Saturday, retail sales, industrial production, and fixed asset investment. Now, inflation in China is expected to have stabilized, while industrial production is forecast to have slowed, in contrast to higher retail sales. The pattern should continue what we've seen so far this year of some restructuring of the economy away from investment-led growth to consumption-led growth. The fact that PPI deflation continues to decelerate is good news because it means less downward pressure on global prices emanating from China. The Eurozone releases the second estimate of first quarter GDP, along with the first estimates of many of the individual countries. The first estimate of EU GDP showed GDP surpassing the pre-crisis peak for the first time. With the addition of German and Italian data, the overall EU figure could be revised up, which would probably support the euro. As for today, watch out for the Eurogroup meeting of Eurozone finance ministers. They'll be discussing Greece's progress in implementing the reforms it agreed to last summer in return for a bailout program. If they can't reach agreement at this meeting, there's always the next one, which is scheduled for 24th of May. The real deadline is probably the 20th of July, when Greece has to repay 3 billion euros to the ECB. This is Marshall Gittler, Head of Investment Research at FXPRIMUS. Get more market insights on our education pages and turn your trading ideas into action with FXPRIMUS, the safest place to trade.